Hello everybody and welcome back to another car showcase. This week we follow on from last week's classic muscle with some more classic muscle. With this, the Dodge Coronet Super B from 1970. It has 425 brake horsepower, 400 and I believe that is 490 foot-pounds of torque. It weighs 3,420 pounds, so it is very, very heavy, with a 6.97 litre engine. So let's take a look at it. So here we are with the Dodge Super B. You can get this for 20 points in winter of Series 9. So let's see, take a look at it. It looks very, very similar at the front to the Plymouth Barracuda, but honestly, I kind of like that style of design. It looks nice. And let's see, going towards the back, it also reminds me a lot of the Plymouth Hemi-Cuda. And if you look at the back lights, this thing, it just looks, well, kind of evil. Yep. Yeah, I like that. Going to the inside, like usual, it is just your average little sort of muscle car interior. It's nice, it's standard, it works. And now, let's take a listen to how it sounds. So that is the Dodge Super B with how it sounds. Now let's go over to conversion. Let's see what we can put into this thing. We have engine swaps. We have, oh my god, why do muscle cars have so many engine swaps? Right, we've got the 6.2 litre V8, which is a kind of a common engine swap to see, really. We've got the 6.7 V8 turbo diesel. We've got the, oh dearie me, 8.9 V8, the SC dual supercharged, 7.7 litre V12, and an 8.4 litre V10, and on top of all of those we have the 7.4 litre V8 twin turbo capable of 1,750 brake horsepower. Oh dear, that is going to be very, very interesting. Going into aero and appearance, we've got a couple options. For the front, it's just the Forza splitter, which looks absolutely horrendous. For the back, we've got the Forza rear wing, which also looks kind of terrible. And for the bonnet, we have got options of this little hood thing here, and the other little hood style as well, but not an option to see like the top of the engine going out the top of the bonnet this time, which would have been a really, really cool addition to have to this little car, because honestly, I think it actually looked pretty cool. So like usual, the first thing we're going to go and do is make this thing into a C-Class race build. Although to be fair, looking at the tyres, I think it's going to have to be up in B instead. And in case you're wondering, at the back you can put 3 45s on the back of this thing. Wow. Also, wow, this thing really needs some spaces. Thankfully, we have them! And actually, oh wow, that makes a huge difference. I might stick with those, honestly. So now looking at the paint, we've got a few different options of many. We've got a purple, we've got a pink, we've got a red, more of like an orangey red. It looks orange on one screen, red on another. Why is recording stuff difficult? There's this rather nice looking red here. We've got an orange, we've got another orange for this time with a black stripe. We have got, oh, nice golden black. I think I know a couple people that might like that one. There's a yellow and black as well. There's also a green and white. There's a green and black. And we also have olive and black and darker olive and black. And then we've got a blue and a black. We've got another blue and a black. Another blue and a black. Oh god, we've got black and white. We've got a lot of colours. I'm going to be here all day. Okay, so away we go with the Dodge Super B. We've got some sport tyres on this thing. It is all the way up to the top of B700. So let's go and see how the Super B will do in B class. It kind of feels at home, really. But let's see. We're going. Should we try and make it around this corner in one piece this time? No, this thing still feels like an absolute land yacht. Look at the roll. Look at the body roll on that. Wow. Okay, let's see what the land yacht can do, because this thing is slow, it is heavy. If it can get anything past third, I'm going to be actually kind of impressed. Come on, let's go and get up past fourth. Can we get past fourth? We can. We are now fourth. Can we get past third up here? That's just one expectation I have for this thing. At least the podium. Never mind. Okay, down here through a little twisty part of the Senza Dorado Sprint. Can we get third? We can. We can also get second as well. That is impressive for something that only has 4 gears. So let's see, can we go and get first? I'll be surprised, but we can try. So we're now at 95%, we've got 1 turn to go. I don't think it's going to be enough. This thing is going to stay in second, because it's, well, it struggles a little bit with turning, shall we say. But oh my god, that is a wheel off the ground. And a second place. Not too terrible. So next up is drag racing, which means one thing and one thing only. 1,750 brake horsepower, drag tyres, and a lot of tuning. An additional note, you can put white wall tyres on this thing. So here we are now with the Super B 1750 brake horsepower, a Super 7 card that says asking you with no further explanation, which is kind of ominous and scary. But let's see what this thing can do for the drag strip. Away in 3, 2, 1, go! This is going to be very, very speedy. Because it's a big engine, a big car, but it's kind of been tuned to be speed. Oh my dear god, this is quick. This is really quick. 209. Wow. I would not. My controller is going absolutely crazy trying to get this thing to stop. That is brilliant. I do wonder if this thing can wheelie with all that power. So next up, we've got to go and put road tyres on this thing, and then go and see this thing's top speed with 1750 brake horsepower. That is going to be scary. So here we are now over at the motorway with our 1750 brake horsepower, rear wheel drive, and a very, very scared driver. So let's go and see what top speed we can get out of this thing before it inevitably probably careers off the road. Right, to the speed zone. So going out of the speed zone, we have 233 miles an hour. This thing is still going, and it is still wheel spinning, even with racing slick tyres on, because I can still feel my controller going through an absolute crisis. So let's go ahead and take this thing up to the edge of our downhill and go and see what we can get out of it. That's if I can keep this thing on the road long enough. So let's see, it's just up here. I'm going to have to stay off to probably the right hand side because traffic. 256 through the camera. And going downhill, what can we get? 264, 265, 266, 267, 268, 269. We nearly hit 270. And then we cleared off the road. Oops. Okay, so here we are now to go and drift this thing. Exact same setup. The only thing that's changed is the paint. Let's go and see what we can get out of this thing, hopefully without it spinning, because it definitely feels like it wants to right now. So let's see, keep going, and we get 38,000 on the first attempt. That is going to have a lot to live up to for the second attempt. So let's see what it can do. So going in for attempt number 2, we had a very poor entry, but let's see, can we make up for it on the rest of the drift zone without tapping the wall? Not really. Oh, that was not very good. Turns out 38,000 was the best we got out of that thing on attempt number 1. It actually excelled itself on the first attempt. Not so much on the second because we had an honestly terrible entry, but for what it did on the first attempt, I'm actually really, really impressed. And if you want to pick up one of these yourselves, feel free to go ahead and do so. Like I said at the start of the video, this thing is for 20 points on Winter of Series 9, and it is very, very much worth it. Honestly, I highly recommend getting one of these things. I just tried to burn out in third. Oops. So anyway, that is going to be it for this video. I really, really hope you've enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions about this car, leave them in the comments. I'll try and get back to you on them. And yes, I know screenshots uploaded to the Xbox network. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Tech out. Okay, that looks cool.